It's just the fact that I want to have the ability to. It's like one of those things where someone says no, then you're like, now I kind of want to do it.
Right. You start thinking about it, you're like, nah, I'm gonna head home, y'all. I'm gonna head home. Where you going? I got some errands. It's all good. I'm gonna catch y'all.
It's a I slipped and fell moment.
Oh no, we're not slipping and falling on nothing. Oh shit. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Late Show with T&J. I'm comedian Jovi, my co-host.
Tanner. I don't know what you expect. I don't know what you expect. It's either too much, it's that T breezy for cheesy because I love the reaction I get.
Or
Or
after
like,
I
just don't
finish
have
saying my co-host, you just be like, Tanner, offer it.
just kill the energy.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
I don't really have like a sign on or like a, you know what I mean? Like
That's true. Shit. You ever thought of a
how do you
stage
not
name
make
for yourself?
Tanner not boring?
You have Blue Wolf as your last name.
Yeah, that's true.
Seriously? I'm stunned. I'm like, what? How? What are you talking about? You have more than just the first name. Dude, your
That's
middle
true.
name is He Rides the Wind. Serious? And you go, I ain't got nothing, man. For real, my name is Tanner. That's your intro, like, bro. Yo, they call me New Sky for the people who actually respect me.
That's how I'm gonna hop on the cipher. Tanner
Bro, if you don't throw in New Sky as your cipher
Rosenberg.
name, bro, that shit is dope. You ain't gonna tell me New Sky is not dope.
We got New Sky on the track.
Hell yeah, dude. That shit go hard. It's better than Lil whatever or the baby or baby whatever. Cause there's like
I was
five
gonna say
of them
we
right
got
now.
all these rappers that are like Lil Baby, Dub Baby, Straight Up Baby. Like, I don't know.
And you could be New Sky out here rapping on the breeze.
Why do all these grown ass men want to be called Lil?
It's like having a large person calling them smalls. You
Yes, I
say
can see
or
that.
or a super short dude, you're like, what's up, big man?
I mean, I don't. The only person I'd say that to would be Brandon Johnson, just because I like to crack midget jokes. I don't. I wouldn't just go straight cutting up a dude's size like just because he's 5'3". Like, what up, big man? Like thinking like I'm just like belittling him further.
I mean, sometimes like, are you ever see the little dudes like super stocky though? It's like you still
Yeah,
big, like shit. I'm
they
trying to
high key look like a
compliment you.
bowling ball. Like they just always look like a little bulldog. Man, it's a little fucked up on my
Little
part. I'm like, yeah,
pits,
they just look like a little fucking toy.
just little pits, just out here
Yeah,
bulky for
just
no reason. I'm like,
brawling for
bro,
no reason.
I'm gonna need you to do leg day at least one time.
Always walking like this, looking up. But where's your neck?
I lost it in the transition into
All
becoming a
trap, no
gorilla.
neck.
in my quest to become a silverback, I lost my neck. Oh, let's see.
Ooh.
Shoot.
So
Oh,
yeah,
I
all right.
had. Oh,
That we both had a light bulb go off at the same time.
yep.
Just
Yeah.
happened here.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I insist. You first.
I mean, I am the host, so I should go. But go ahead.
There you go.
Any reason to demean you, I'm gonna take that. But go ahead.
Sure. So we were supposed to think about like 90s things, right?
Oh yeah.
Um, I'm still like even now I'm still trying to look up the name of it. Um, but it was this
The fact that
wild.
you disrespected Gullah Gullah Island, though, I just want to throw hands. I know
No,
it
that
was
was
a
a joke
joke, but
though.
I want to throw hands. That was my
Oh,
jam.
all right, maybe you would know. Um, it's the so it's a Nickelodeon show,
Mm.
and it's just like this dude's face and all these body puppets, like his little hands and feet. They're got like, and they're all different characters, but it's just like it's a human face.
And
Like
they just
they're
got
just
the
like,
little.
yeah,
Yeah, I I know what you're talking about. How the I know what you're talking about. I remember
right,
because it's like um because you see those shows they're like little plays. You know, they got the stage set up and they just pop their head up on the little, but the costume is like able to move along with them, or they're moving the fingers, or they're kicking little toesies or shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't I don't remember the name, but what about it? What about it?
Well, that's one that popped in my mind. Like I was thinking
Oh,
about it. I was like, that's just a wild concept. Like who thought that? Like, hey, this would be a dope.
first of all, it was the '90s. There was a lot of drugs. There was a lot of
Well,
LSD. So the
I'm just
shows,
remembering the opening being just wild, just loud, wild, like a
I
trip.
I remember I remember the show. I just don't I remember the show. I just don't remember the show.
It's bothering me that I can't.
Well, let me know if you think about it after a little bit. I was chatting with Christian earlier, and he gave me a great idea to talk about some of the conspiracies of the cartoons from our youth, like one of the prominent ones being Rugrats, the theory that majority of the kids are actually dead. You ever heard that one?
Nah.
All right, so it's based off of Angelica being the survivor of all the kids, and most of the interactions are like playouts of what goes on in her head. Um, so it goes Chucky died in the accident with his mom, which is why his dad is all super frantic and whatnot, and like overprotective over situations. Um, hella anxiety driven. The twins, Phil and Lil, um, they were miscarried. It was a child miscarried before they found the gender out. So they made it twins because they didn't know if it was going to be a boy or a girl. And then what for Tommy? Tommy was a excuse me, one second. Tommy
He
was a
was premature
stillborn.
baby, wasn't
He was a stillborn.
he?
So when birth, he was already passed. So that's why Stu is always down in the basement making toys for the kid that he never had.
Hmm.
It starts to crumble when you throw in Dill and um Chucky's stepsister when they go to Paris. But also
Yeah.
there's a bunch of adventures where like Angelica's not even a part of the storyline. And then it doesn't even talk about Susie Carmichael, the baddest little bitch ever was in a cartoon. Angelica was out here bullying these babies, and Susie's like, first of all, you ain't gonna treat these little children like that. Mm-mm.
You
I
said
wish
sure.
you
Oh
would.
man.
I wish you would. Angelica, step up. Like, yo,
Insubordinate and churlish.
Shirley, leave these children alone. Angelica, out here pestering these babies. Go on now, go play. And another thing
Yeah.
was you, bitch. Like, she was always checking her. She's like, you. I wish you would square up. I wish you would. First of all, my mother is a doctor. My father is a lawyer. We out here prominent. Okay. But I still throw these hands. I'm in these streets. That's always been my back thought of like how Susie is talking to Angelica. She's like, just hella
She's
face.
like, she's the reverse of ain't nobody got time for that. Like, I got time for that.
Bro, she got all the time, ready for all smoke.
So, man, but we're really talking Rugrat heavy right now.
Yeah, shit. That was one of my favorites.
Did Chucky's mom die in a car accident? I thought she got sick.
Something like that. I didn't have all the details. I knew she was dead. She was no longer with
Right.
us.
I mean, there's some plot holes because what about All Grown Up?
Again, it falls apart well before then.
True. I don't know why I'm trying to debunk it.
I'm like, they go to Paris and that was a whole adventure. Riptide was in
Oh,
Paris.
the Wild Thornberries crossover.
Oh, Donnie Donnie had problems. That boy had he needed help. But also
Feel
he was a
like
wild
if
child too, so it's like most as far as historical context goes, most of the people who were like raised in the wild, like their actual stories of this, they don't adapt to
feral as fuck.
society well. Like
No,
they're very antisocial, usually don't know the language. Like man, it gets
don't they
wild.
go on like a murdering spree? Like,
Sometimes, not all of them. Sometimes they just want to like go back, like because that's their home. The wild is their home. So like being in society, everything is different. It's too different. Some do snap though. Yeah, some snap for real. Man, that took a
so
turn
what
from
are some other ones?
that. I was like, that took a turn. Oh snap! I always like the wild thornberries because of my love of animals. I was like, yo, I wish I could talk to animals like she does. That'd be dope as hell. I'd be breaking animals out of the zoo and shit, but they'd probably go on killing sprees too.
All right, here, I just pulled one up.
Just get away from that.
6 uncomfortable cartoon conspiracy theories.
All right, hit me with it.
The world of SpongeBob SquarePants is a product of nuclear testing.
I've heard this, and there's reason there's actual reason for that. All right, so where Bikini Bottom is as far as where it's located in real life, there were nuclear tests done. So the radioactive portion of life happening down there is where they get that whole like there was an actual location off the coast that they were doing those type of nuclear tests. So that's where they got it. Also, it's very odd that Mr. Krabs literally has a restaurant and a crab trap, lobster trap. Technically, it's a lobster trap, but he's so low key. I'm like, is the secret ingredient lobster or is it crab? Is he feeding people his own people? He's
Yum
all
yum
about the
sauce.
money. He's all about the money. I can see him. I can see him doing that. And we all know how delicious crab and lobster is. Mm-hmm.
Yo, what?
What'd you find?
That's what. Apparently, they're working on a Rugrats live action movie. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I just hated life. Like I don't like any bit of that.
So next one, Ash Ketchum has been in a coma through most of Pokemon.
Um, I've heard that one as well. The reason that
Yeah,
falls apart, his first day out, he saw Ho-Oh, which we know from the Pokedex. If you see it and you wish for something, that wish is going to be granted. He wanted to be it was something like he wanted to like be able to travel forever, like doing what he's doing with that, which would keep him young and doing that. This dude has traveled island to island over years span and hasn't aged.
Well, that's the thing. They're like, all right, so he's been uh 10
Like,
years old for the last 20 years.
right, but I'm like, they're saying like he tripped over a rock as soon as he left Pallet Town and like bust his shit and has been in a coma since. So he's like, this is the
Yeah, like
adventure I would have had.
in 1 year, how is Homeboy doing all of that, meeting all those friends, making all that connection?
My thing is, he the not aging thing makes sense though. And I'm like, I don't know. They seem like when they do the reboot for the next region, it always seems weird. Like it's never where he left off for real.
Nah,
Uh, that's what I've
I don't
always
like
felt
it.
strange. I don't like the new like the new look of Ash either though. I don't know. It's weird. What's the next one?
All right, Scooby-Doo and Mystery Inc. don't age because they're ghosts.
Yeah, I thought that was dope. Actually, can you read that one? Is it like a description on that?
Yes, yes,
I thought that
yes.
one was really good. Tell people about that.
So the gang, the Mystery Inc. gang,
Jinkies.
continually appear, and it's been decades, many decades. Um, and yeah, so they usually appear largely unchanged because they're a group of wandering spirits who are traveling aimlessly from town to town, exposing fake ghosts and ghouls along the way. Isn't it
I,
weird? They
I
never
heard
have
it
a
was like
location to go and never accept payment. So this theory is strengthened by the fact that Scooby-Doo franchise confirmed that actual ghosts and ghouls exist in its universe, which means
yeah,
Mystery Inc. could totally be ghosts as well.
we've seen that. Yeah.
The fact they're frightened when actually encountering real spirits may be some sort of like existential crisis
Yeah.
in which they're all unable to reconcile their own fates, which is why they are so supernatural or so hell-bent on disproving the existence of the supernatural. I skipped way down. And then it says, yeah, that's really about it. Seeking more evidence. Uh, man, a lot of these shows, it's like it's always. I'm seeing a trend here where they feel like all the characters are dead
They're all
or in
right.
purgatory.
It was pretty dark. It's a huge trend of like everyone's dead
Because
or
yeah, now they're dropping it with Ed, and Eddie, and they think all the
I was
kids in the
yeah,
cul-de-sac are in purgatory because
purgatory.
they're all from different times.
Yeah, I heard that was a purgatory situation. There's no parents there. Like there's never any parents there. I'm like, but what would have killed them all? That- That's what I never understood.
I don't know, but they're all from. Apparently, the theory is they're all from different eras, and they're all living together in purgatory, going about their lives, only to be occasionally bothered by the demonic Canker sisters every so often.
Uh, oh, I don't have enough premise for that one. It does like there's really nothing in that series that really goes with that for real, you know? At least there's
I
other
just want to know why it's so hard for them to get a quarter. It's not that hard. And they're out here like scheming hardcore to get a quarter.
and they all want to share this one piece of candy. I'm like, first of all, get your own.
Yeah, I do blame that show for briefly making me like crave,
Jawbreakers.
a Jawbreaker. But, like Jawbreakers weren't good. I never like.
No, no, in retrospect, they really weren't. Cause it's just like flavored ink and sugar. And the like flavoring on was never good. Like it was
Yeah.
nah.
And maybe it's just because I'm older now, but like the fact that I have to work to eat it makes me not like I have to really work earn it. I don't like that.
I'm like, at least with lollipops, you can bust those open real quick. Like,
Yeah.
if you really don't want it,
Like
you
if I'm gonna have
crunch on
candy,
that.
I want that candy now. I don't want to
Right.
have to like.
Right? The fucking the Tootsie Pop, the owl. How many licks to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? Yeah, I'm always that owl. I literally licked at it like one time and got like 360 odd licks in and gave up. I only got one side to hit the center.
Sounds oddly sexual.
I hate you so much. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that. I want to
Just
move on
making an
to a different
observation.
topic. I really do. That was a bad taste, Tanner.
As is tradition.
True. True. You do have bad taste. And pretty much everything, as a matter of fact.
What?
I
This
mean,
isn't
your
your roast joke
hairstyle
on.
hasn't changed in like ever.
It's not true.
It's always been a comb over in some varying degree since I've known you. That's since 2009.
Well, see, I grew out long. There was that
I
change.
never saw that. I never saw that. I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, you were.
Not your hair that long.
Yeah.
To your shoulders?
Well, no, like you were there when I had it. Like it was very close, but
You're a little lax flow. I'm not counting that. No.
no. I mean, I did do something very different recently. Obviously, you couldn't see it quite often. Uh,
Like
but like, yeah, no, like I like it was like shaved here in the back and left a
and
little bit
combed
on top.
over and combed over on top, like it is right now.
Not the first. Well, yeah, actually, yeah. What I mean, what else is it gonna do? It doesn't do anything else, you know. It's either a bowl cut or
You could
I
do a
cut it like I could
pompadour.
spike it.
Your face, your eyes got so beady loaded. Why did you not like what I had to say?
I do a pompadour. Nah, homie.
Like you're doing the comb over everywhere. Give us some lift, you know. You can look like a dude. It's a massive style in Brazil right now. Don't do that.
Different for you.
Just
Just different for
spastic.
you.
I mean, it's better than nothing. It's you and your Justin Bieber flow. Which you
It's
want
not
me
a Justin Bieber flow.
to
Nah,
It
listen.
is. It is.
Mm.
I mean, you're both from Canada,
Doesn't the man have
so
like a shaved head now? I mean, come on.
nah, he tried to have locks, but that didn't bode well for him.
I don't like it when white dudes get locks. It just
He
always looks
got
weird.
called out for the appropriation immediately, and it was shaved like 2 weeks later. Like that shit did not last. That shit looks stupid.